Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Mocha Mika, and if this is your first time joining me, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Please remember to hit the subscribe button if you enjoy the video. Become one of the Rada family, and if you're already a Rada family, welcome back. Love you even more. Thank you for continuing to ride. And so today, y'all, I know y'all read the title down below. I'm back. Had to do the little thumbnail. So I know y'all seen in the title, Soul Food Day. It was supposed to be, boy, I got a little story to tell y'all too. It was supposed to be a redemption Soul Food Day. I'm gonna put the link to the other video I had did before down below, so you can check it out and see what I'm talking about exactly. And you'll know more, understand more what I'm talk about. But this is a place that I went to before, and sides ain't have no seasoning. It was a whole hot mess. So it was supposed to be a redemption. Hold on, I gotta eat a little bit of this real quick. It's a little sweet, but it's okay. It's good. But see, this isn't the same place because, okay, let me tell y'all. Hold on, let me take a bite first. I got my hot sauce. I got some hot sauce. Wait a minute. Only thing that works for me when I get hiccups is holding my breath for 10 seconds. Literally, the only thing that works, water, none of that other stuff works for me. But the place I was going to go to is supposed to be, it's called Perry's Ribs or something like that. Like I said, I went to them before when they first opened, excited that they were there, gave them a chance, but it was horrible. I'm sorry, y'all. I was supposed to give y'all a bite a long time ago, huh? Okay, so so I decided to give him another chance. I'm like, it's been a while. Been a good few months, maybe 4 or 5 months since I did that. Maybe a good 3, 4 months. And whew, that goes down there. First of all, the chef, he was outside talking to somebody. When I walked in, I guess he seen me go in, so he went in to, I guess, get my food together. Excuse me, y'all. So he goes in, and I swear I did not see him wash his hands at all. First off. But I couldn't miss it because I wasn't paying attention to him as much at first. I was looking at the food, what they had in there. And what she was saying to the lady in front of me because they were talking about the food. What she was saying was they don't have any more wings, fried wings. They just got barbecue stuff, barbecue ribs, and some smothered wings or whatever. I was like, you know what? It's been a while since I ate some barbecue ribs. I'm gonna go ahead and get the barbecue ribs. So I told the chef because he asked me did I want ribs. So I'm looking at the side. I'm like, okay, the greens look cool. Sweet potato actually look good. I'm like, sweet potatoes look good. Okay, cool. So I mm, mm, mm. So I looked at the mac and cheese. Mac and cheese was looked like it was like days old, hard, stale on top, like it been sitting on the counter for like days unopened. And it was, in the middle, inside, it was the macaroni and cheese was a little bit moist. And I noticed she was scooping from, underneath the crust on top, so she acknowledged it, know that it's there, and she's trying to avoid giving it to people, I guess. But instead of just making a fresh batch from the jump, because that's obviously some old mac and cheese. So I'm like, okay, that was the first red flag. Speaking of red flags going on right now, that was the first red flag. I'm sitting here like, oh no. I'm like, I'm gonna give it a little bit of a chance. Crazy, I was still a little bit willing to eat the mac and cheese. Like maybe I'll just try it a little bit. But then I happened to look up and notice the chef that was preparing my ribs had a plastic grocery bag, like the giant nickel bags, little plastic two-handle bags that you get from the grocery store. Yes. Had one of those on his hand. On one hand, the other hand was beer. And he was cutting up the ribs and, preparing. I'm like, first of all, I'm like, really? They can't afford a box of gloves? You can go to the dollar store and get a box of gloves. But I'm like, and then it's like a grocery bag that could, obviously, you had to sit it with whatever was in it. You had to sit it in your trunk to bring it home from wherever the store came from. And then it was a black one, which makes me think it was like one from the hair store. But the hair stores around here use black plastic handle bags, which is even bad. So there was some type of products or something in that bag at some point. Here's something, whatever. And I know it had to sit on your trunk floor, car floor, whatever. And it's like, you're using that to prepare somebody's food. So I'm already like, oh, hell no. But then I'm like, there's a part of me that's like feeling bad because they're preparing it. I'm like, I don't know why I'm still standing there. But then I see when he is like, you want some sauce? I'm had the nerve to say yes. I'm like, yeah. And he had this container sitting there with the barbecue sauce. Old, dried up barbecue sauce all seeping down the sides. Look like it's been dried up and like the whole container been sitting there for days as well. Just sitting on the counter. And it's Friday, so I guess it's been the stuff that's been sitting there all week. And they don't bother to clean up after themselves. And it was just all seeping on the sides and dried up and old looking. He pulled out this brush, big nasty looking brush thing out of there. Picked up my rib with his garbage bag covered hand, wiping barbecue sauce up and like it's paint, painting on it. And so the ribs was looking all hard and dry, and I was like, oh hell no. When I seen that sauce, that was it. That's when I was like, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I had to make up something because I felt bad to just walk out or whatever. But I was like, oh, I'll be right back. I left my money in the car and was out. I was out. I couldn't even give them a chance to redeem themselves. Apparently, they still super nasty and like use old shit and don't care. I'm like, really? Because then I thought that they made a, tweak the little things and, a little bit and upgraded it a little bit because they sell breakfast too and they be up super early and I be seeing people going up in there. So I'm like, okay, maybe, But, well, anyway, let me tell you how I got to this. So, I'm like, oh, hell no. So, I went back, got my car, my son's car. was out. I was out. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I was like, oh, hell no. I'm not wasting my money on this shit again. Can't even do myself. So I went to the spot where I know they serve it good and well. Fresh, seasoned stuff. Nice. And I don't even really need hot sauce with these greens, but I like it to have a little spice. But I don't feel like going to get it. I notice I'm in a different atmosphere. I'm in my room. I got my grandbabies over here hanging out. The fam hanging. I didn't want to have to cut out more than I had to, edit more than I had to, you know, maybe the baby whining or the grandbaby, you know, playing or whatever on background. Love you, grandbabies. But they got that. I was like, oh hell no. Got the hell up out of there. Went to get some real good soul food. Know where it's good at. So shout out to Dreams. Thank you for giving me some bomb soul food. Because I was craving it. And I tried to give them a chance to redeem myself. Their name was Perry Ribs. If you're ever in the Pittsburgh area and you want some soul food, do not go to Perry Ribs. How many people, you know, comment down below how many of y'all believe in manifestation and really believe that, you know, believe in it. Believe that it's real and that it's possible and it works or whatever. I'm someone who just recently started to believe in it. I used to be the type that kind of thought the opposite. Like, I felt like it seemed like when I tried to speak something into existence, it would do the opposite. If I would be excited about something, and, you know, feel like, yeah, I know it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. it don't. And then times when I'm like, oh no, it's not gonna work out. No, I don't think it's gonna work. No, I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. It ends up working out. So it's like I kind of it conditioned me into thinking that, you know, that's how things is with me. That's how I gotta think about things, and that's not good. Yeah, I happen to be a pessimist or whatever. We're always thinking negative in order, you know, to feel like something positive is gonna happen. Like, what kind of way is that to live? Nobody wanna live like that. I know I don't. So I had to change my way of thinking, and, you know, become more of an optimist. And I've learned that, I don't know, so far I've realized that it does work. You know what I'm saying? When you stay focused and keep speaking the positive into existence and stuff, it's bound to happen when it happens. And I haven't gotten all the way where I want to be yet, but I definitely am on the way there. I feel it in my heart and soul, and it's like I know for some reason there's something different about that. I feel like I know things are going to be different in a better way for me. It's that 10% that's probably like scared to 100% all the way and believing. At the end of the day, it's just another way of saying you know, having faith and believing in, you know, the spirits, you know, lining for you in your favor eventually. And I definitely have faith. I just have to 100%, you know, have that faith and belief. And so I learned that, you know, how to manifest things and really believe in it, because I feel like it only works when you truly in your heart and soul believe in and have the faith, you know, in whatever it is you're trying to manifest, and believe that it will happen for you, and, you know, that's possible and all that good stuff. And it will happen. Not in your time, of course, but in his time. And I found myself being able to be patient, finding myself able to be patient enough to wait for that and believe and truly believe in manifest it and learn how to not speak negatively anymore. And I can't say I feel like it's, it's working, starting to work. And, I'm excited just to see what my future will bring. And, see my manifestations manifest. I really didn't think I would eat this much of this, but it is good. So good. This mac and cheese has a little bit too much pepper in it, but it's good. The cheesiness and all that stuff factors there. It's a little bit too much pepper, but it happens. I'm definitely one from over seasoning sometimes. Gotta remind myself to taste test, bits at a time. Well, so I guess all I have to say, make sure you always believe in yourself. Don't be afraid to think positive, speak positive words into existence. Speak positively out loud and in your head, in your mind. Try to have more of an optimistic approach of things. And, work on manifesting. And eventually it'll happen, when it's meant to happen. Because I'm one that known to be very impatient when it comes to certain things. And I've been learning to be a lot more patient. And just know that it's going to happen when it's meant to happen. And meanwhile, keep working on me and, what I need to work on. So that when it happens, I'm 100% ready for it to happen. Whatever that may be. So yeah, just remember to keep the faith, believe in yourself, manifest, speak it into existence consistently. Don't be afraid to. Don't let the fear hold you back. That was a big one for me. Being afraid of believing in myself. Being afraid to believe in myself. As crazy as that sounds. That's as crazy as it is. But that's, how it be sometimes. You don't realize it at first. But eventually, you do. And then you got to say, no. How can I expect anybody else to believe in myself if I don't? If I'm scared to believe in myself. How can I expect anybody else to believe in me and pour into me, whatever? If I don't pour into myself, first and foremost, how would I know how to pour into someone else if I don't pour into myself? Anyway, guys, thanks for breaking bread and chatting with me. Why, I don't know if you guys are eating something or not. Because I know when I be watching these things, I find myself finding something to eat while I watch it because you get hungry. Remember to manifest, believe in yourself, have faith, all that good stuff. And to live, laugh, and love because that equals peace. Love y'all.